We are picking back up in Aristotle's Canons of Rhetoric with canon number 2, organization or arrangement. The principle is to organize the pertinent material into coherent logical design. The simplest way is topical. Most people follow a topical format or organization, usually 3 points. There is also that of spatal or spatial, the space, which is a very good way to do if you are on a journey going someplace. So covering what it's like in one place, going to another, going to another. Another common method is chronological, going through time, starting with now and going through backwards through time, or starting with some time in the past and working forward. Another common method is problem solution or solution problem, then cause and effect or effect and cause. Those are common methods. There's also narrative structure so that it follows a story pattern. And there are also question and answers, so each point is a question with an answer. Monroe's motivated sequence is a very powerful method for persuasion. Gain the people's attention and speak until the audience feels a need, then present how to satisfy that need, get us to visualize what it would be like to have it satisfied, and then what action are we being called to. Those are all methods of arrangement or organization. The third canon of public speaking is style. State the invented idea in concise, colorful, concrete language, using metaphors and similes, active verbs, concrete ideas, creative adjectives, expressive adverbs, very few pronouns with more specific nouns. The style of language use should match the audience, the occasion, and the subject matter. But style goes beyond simple language to the message relating to you and I as speakers, being relevant, novel, understandable, personal, having integrity and sincerity. In other words, speaking the truth in love. So style has both the language aspect as well as the personal aspect to that canon of public speaking. The audience-speaker relationship should be immediate and fluid. The words should have an instant impact in a way that gives feedback to people. The degree of emotion can be adjusted so that the precise nuances can be communicated in relationship of style. You also have the speaker himself or herself being charismatic, charisma, grace enacted, grace as a virtue, a stage presence that echoes dynamism with enthusiasm in a manner that impresses the audience with the content of the speech. So your style includes who you are. And then the fourth canon of public speaking, the delivery. Practice the delivery until it becomes smooth and natural. Beginning speakers usually need an absolute minimum time of 5 times through. It should be delivered in a manner that adds interest to the speech, not simply in a manner that gets the message across. There are a number of aspects of delivery in the voice. Articulation, words spoken so the audience can clearly understand. The distinctness of the voice. Pronunciation, the correctness of the voice. The words sounding so that they correctly represent the individual words and messages. Enunciation, placing the correct emphasis on the right syllable or emphasis on the correct syllable of the words. If I say emphasis, you know immediately I am having trouble with the word syllable instead of syllable. So accurate emphasis on the syllable is correct. Emotional impression is gained through the finesse of vocal inflection, and that is something you need to work on. Pitch is the tonal quality along a scale of high to low. When congruent with enunciation, pitch clarifies the intensity of the emotion expressed with nonverbal elements. And volume. How loud? If you get real loud and full, the audience hears what comes next, but often loses what is shouted at them. The final canon of rhetoric is memory. Memory, again, has multiple aspects. Do you commit what you have to say to your own memory and actions? Do you practice what you preach? So memory is not just remembering the message so you can get the words out when you're on stage, but it is to commit to your actions so that you practice your message. Is the speech memorable for the audience? I can remember many of my own messages, but what do I do to make the audience remember? Memory is also envisioning myself speaking competently and forcefully, and so I need to just relax and present. And so I have the 5 canons of public speaking, that invention aspect, the organization, the style, the delivery, and the memory. If I do those things, I know before I start that I will have a powerful public speech.